Ellen.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
응답하라 여친. Go to the into the shit.
Back to the kyung to the Jew. Hey.
Does everyone know? Have we talked about this? Like our intro, where that comes from?
Oh, I know.
I have, but we've had, some new listeners and stuff. But it's from, it's inspired. Well, our name, first of all, is inspired by one of our favorite Korean dramas.
Yes.
Reply, 1988. I mean, I like the whole Reply series. Yeah.
Right, there's been, but the first one is the best one.
The first one was 97, and then
Really?
and then 94 came out, and then 88 came
out.
But 88 is the best one.
Oh,
Objectively,
I thought Reply 1988 was the first one.
Yeah, they started with 97.
How was the 97?
It was cute. I think I liked 88, and then I liked 94, and then I liked 97.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. But you would have found 97 most relevant, no?
I think I found 97 most relevant. Yeah, because it's like the
Your
HOT era. However, I think what it did was introduce me to the concept of this drama. And then like it just 88 felt like the culmination of it. Like it was the most poignant, and it was the era of kind of our parents.
Wow,
and
that's
so
so
that I
fascinating.
appreciated it more.
Oh.
Yeah. I felt like
just assumed.
97 was kind of like, I felt like it wasn't as like tugging on
the
your
cast?
heartstring. And it was the cast too.
It was
just
like
the
more
88
unknowns?
cast was just impeccable.
Yeah.
And because the same people come out, you appreciate it more. It was like 1988 is the third time the parents come out as the parents. Toksunni's parents.
Oh.
But they play the central parents in each drama.
Wait,
yeah,
even
it's really
in 88? Even
in 97.
Oh, it's the same parents?
Yes, I believe they are the same parents.
But like different children?
Different children.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
And
so
it's
the
really
children,
funny.
were the children in 97 not as
I didn't
charismatic?
I didn't find them to be as charismatic, but you're like in the universe of that drama, you grow to like them.
Right. Are they like known actors?
Yeah, they were. So the main character in 97, she was a member of the K-pop group A-Pink.
Oh, I don't know.
Mr. Chu. Yeah, I don't know. That's the only song I know
love
of
that
them.
you thought that was gonna trigger my memory.
Sorry, I know because it's like that era of K-pop. I didn't really listen to K-pop, so like I didn't know who she was, and then I was like, oh, she's in this K-pop group that I didn't listen to. So, anyways, like I enjoyed 88 much.
Yeah, 88
more.
And by everybody's standards, it's like 88 is always the clips that I see.
Yes, and I think it uniquely had the ability to kind of transcend like Korean audiences, and even so many non-Korean
like so
K-drama
many
aficionados will cite that as one of their top 5
that's so
dramas.
fascinating.
Yeah.
And that's interesting because usually I always say the first season of anything is always the best season.
Yeah, but I think it was a format when Reply 1997 came out. It was, I think, a very unique format.
Right.
And then they built on that and did 94.
Yeah.
And
was
and
it
then,
the same format as
yes, same format.
Interesting.
And then 88 came out, and that was just like incredible. I think by then they had, some of these actors, they had acted together on a couple of different projects, and then they're back, right?
And they're more known.
Yeah. And I think that ensemble they made with the 5 friends, it was just like immaculate. It just worked so well.
I think the chemistry.
Yeah, and what it did so well was, unlike, I think 94 focused on college students, and 97 focused on like high school students, and then again 1988 is like high school students, but it really just shows you so much from the parent perspective. Like the parents are an ensemble themselves.
So the
grown-up
earlier ones
groups
didn't do that as much.
Not as much. Yeah, it was mostly based on like the young people.
They got the balance right.
So it was like generational. And this is from my memory because 94 I've watched a couple of times. 97 I've only watched once. 88 I've watched so many times. And that's kind of our comfort show. It's our comfort show as a family.
Yes.
But also like our intro, when I say go to the into the shil, your Korean name is Ko In-shil.
Yes.
You reply back to me, Park Kyung-ju, and that's from Attorney Woo, which was another drama that we enjoyed. But we loved that kind of what is it, like call and response that the main character has with her best friend.
And it kind of goes with the idea of reply.
Yes.
You know, so it kind of, that's why we thought about changing it, but I think now it's just become our little, like, I really like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's our thing.
Yeah.
You know, I like how it's a culmination of dramas, or homage to, you know, the various shows we watched.
Definitely.
It has made an impact on us.
We're really in, you know, sometimes I have to take a step back and really appreciate the era that we're living in, because you remember those times when you had to watch bootleg dramas.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that because I had made a video, I made a TikTok about how there's a series. People think you know, Old Boy is just a one-off, but it's actually a part of a trilogy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
I've never watched it because I was like
You never watched Old Boy?
I was too young when it came out, and
I was
not allowed to watch it.
You've never watched Old Boy?
I've never watched it. And then I've just never had an opportunity as a grown-up to watch it.
I guess you know what happens then.
Not really. Not really.
You have to watch it.
Yeah, I know. I should watch it.
It's Korean cinema at its best.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I made a video talking about like how that's part of a trilogy and the appreciation. I think Park Chan-wook, the director, is he's one, in my opinion, you know, I mean, I have mad respect for Bong Joon, the Parasite director who won.
Yes.
But I thought if anybody was going to win the Oscar for Korea first, it was going to be him. Because he is my personal favorite in not only like storytelling, but like the cinematography.
Yeah.
He's so visually stimulating. Sometimes people say his movies, the visuals take over and kind of, but okay, Old Boy and Sympathy for Lady Vengeance. That's one of my favorite. You haven't seen that either.
I haven't.
Oh my God, Jay.
I would say I've watched more dramas than like cinema, Korean movies.
Korean cinema, I feel, is almost like a different language.
It always has been, right? Because like on TV, it's a different
censored.
audience.
Yeah, you're censored quite a bit.
Yeah,
and there's
now
so much. Well, now it's
now
better.
we're in the Netflix era.
Yeah,
right? And by the way, Netflix dropped a ton of. I just got a text the other day from a friend who's not Korean, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, Jane, I just discovered Korean dramas. Why did you never tell me?" And she's like,
Korean? They're not Korean?
She's not Korean.
Okay.
No. And it's funny because I'm like, it's kind of like old news.
Yeah.
Right? But
can you believe we lived through this transition?
We lived through this transition.
It's exactly like, you know how we are the generation that lived before internet existed?
Right.
Or wait, are you not?
No. I
right?
remember.
When you were a baby,
I
you didn't have internet.
Specifically. Correct. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we grew up without internet existing, and then we saw it come, and then
through
it became
dial-up.
a boom. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
You know, and then we watched this in real time.
Yes.
Like, and now we're in the era of phones at our fingertips. That is a mini computer.
Remember when you had to like hook up to the internet and then you had to like hang up, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because the line was in use.
Right. And I had to get up at like, 5 a.m. to try to register for UW classes.
Oh, yeah.
Through dial-up. You didn't do that. I don't think you did that.
I didn't do.
Oh.
But and what people don't realize is it was hard to sign up for classes online.
It was incredibly hard.
It was very just the interface.
It would crash.
The UX was horrible.
Yeah, you can't do it now.
Horrible.
And you'll be like, when can I get on? And then it's like buying concert tickets.
Yeah.
It's it's gone.
Yep.
You have no chance now.
And then it was like, I would never trust that I was in those classes.
Yeah.
Right? So I was like printing out. I have to print out the hard copy to have proof that at one point I was registered in this class.
Right.
Like you see it on my schedule.
We didn't believe the internet. We had to print out everything like this will disappear.
Yeah.
Like how will we know? We have to have a hard copy of it.
Right. And similarly, we lived through the renting videos era.
$1. We used to rent episode per $1.
Yeah.
And we would wait every week for it to come out.
Yeah.
So the trilogy, Old Boy, and there's Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance and Sympathy for Lady Vengeance, right? Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance was the first one. And when that dropped, I mean, I think I saw Old Boy first.
Okay.
But then I realized, oh, there's an earlier, right? And I tried to find that back in the day. And it was impossible. It was impossible to get a copy of that.
Yes.
So then I finally, when I happened to be in New York, there was a little video shop that sold, but it was a copied bootleg version. Of
course.
And so I'm watching it and it cuts out.
Oh no.
So I never got to finish the movie.
That's how we lived.
Yeah.
Believe it or
And I was like, oh my God, I spent $30 on this shit and I got ripped off.
Yeah.
Anyway, so finally I watched the first one. I was like, oh, and I couldn't remember if I had seen the movie, most of it, and I got cut off, or if it was like, I didn't even see the movie at all. I just watched it now, and I was like, oh my God.
You don't
I had
remember
no
anything.
idea that this was what the movie was about.
Okay, it was good?
It was so good.
Okay.
So now I've completed.
Oh, good. See, but you had to wait decades.
And not even recall did I watch it and I just forgot? No.
So I went through a huge K-drama drought because I wasn't living at home. So I just didn't have access.
Right.
My mom wasn't, I wasn't living with my parents.
Yeah.
So I didn't have like that free access.
Yeah.
And then it was before things were accessible online.
Right.
So I could watch it in like really. So I remember we watched Reply 1997 in like the early, like when it came out, maybe a few years after it came out, but we watched it online on like one of those bootleg websites that you have to like just wait until it's uploaded, right? And then there's like several different versions.
Like Crunchyroll, like the kind of low quality.
Yeah. But what an era. And now, we have our choice.
Yeah.
Every platform has, Korean content as one of its
that's
categories.
One of the selling features. Or like now we got the latest.
Now has this huge one now,
yeah.
right? After their recent deal with one of the companies, broadcasting companies. They just released a whole bunch from like long time ago. But also going back to kind of that there's less of a delineation between K-dramas and cinema because you don't have that censorship.
Yes, it's definitely
issue with the
evolved.
streaming.
Yeah, it used to be so squeaky clean.
Right. And now it's not.
And now it's so gory.
Right. But I
think
the talent likes that. I think they like
I'm
that,
sure.
Right?
I'm sure. And then I wonder.
And it's global. I feel like immediately, whatever you're in, you'll be globally, the exposure's global.
I guess it's been better for the arts.
Yeah.
Because the budget has gotten bigger, the audience has gotten bigger. Why we're so good at it, I have to say, because I did try to watch like a Japanese drama and I'm like,
you could tell immediately, right?
It's corny.
I mean, this is one of Koreans' toxic traits is like we like to bash on even when it comes to like content. I'll see the trailer roll.
I'm toxic.
No. Because I am the same way. We're browsing, right? And then I'll see the trailer roll and something about the cadence and the pacing. I'm like, that's not Korean. You didn't grab me? That's not Korean. We just have so much practice, I think.
I think so. Well, so I was on my flight and I watched, what's that one with the makeup girl that like looks really good when she does her makeup? Or she discovers makeup. I think it's like True Beauty.
Oh, True Beauty. Yeah.
So, I was like, oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah,
fun. Young, you know. So on my flight, I saw that the Japanese people made a remake of it.
Oh,
and so I'm watching it, right? And I'm like, I mean, it took me a minute
Yes.
to get into it.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it just looked like Korean drama, that one in particular, that kind is cheesy, right?
Yeah.
But it was just extra
I know.
awkward.
See, but this goes back to, we've talked about this before, that question of do we love and appreciate Korean content because we're Korean? Something inherently, some quality speaks to us, but then no, because you're validated by different audiences
Yes.
saying this is truly like
That we're top tier.
Crash Landing, right?
Yeah.
It was so novel to people.
Yeah.
And for so many people, Crash Landing on You was their gateway
Yes.
to Korean content.
And that's what I said. I said, if you want to start on K-dramas,
Yeah.
this is where you start.
Yes.
I've never met any person that did not like that show. However,
yeah.
as soon as I said that online, somebody's like, I didn't like it.
So it's funny because as I've gotten older, I can't do kind of the cheesy rom-com.
Yeah.
I can do like the Daily Dose of Sunshine.
Yeah. You're more into...
There was depth to that, right?
Yeah.
But it's not a thriller kind of thing. But that's probably as rom-com. That's not even a rom-com, but that's as much as I can go.
Exactly. The pretend to be my girlfriend or pretend to be my like a rich heir or
yes.
okay.
There was one. Would You Marry Me? That was very rom-com, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but it was very lighthearted. But I am much more into thriller, mystery, and
I love thrillers.
That's the kind of books I like to read too.
Yes. I love thrillers. I mean, I've always loved thrillers as a genre.
Yeah.
I think I like the mystery.
The mystery.
I like not knowing where it's gonna go.
Yes.
Yeah. But I have I almost like I have an unhealthy obsession with mysteries. Like I think I'm always looking for an answer.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I don't, and it's like, what am I looking for? But yeah, I'm always like, I need to.
You always want to like dig and like peel back the layers.
I want to tell me something about, what am I missing here?
Yeah.
But yeah, the corny phase of I think that was very.
It's over.
20s of
It's
us.
over. Oh my gosh! I mean that phase, because it was fun when you're kind of dreaming, like, oh, who will
I was
what
into
kind
it.
of love will I have?
Yeah,
right? Will I have that kind of meet cute or but it doesn't do it for us anymore.
Do you have a like a guilty pleasure one where you could watch it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's corny.
Okay, so I try. My mom said Crash Landing, no matter how many times she watches it, that's like her comfort show, right?
Okay.
I tried to do that and I couldn't, Ellen, because that for me that was like a one-time watch, and I loved it.
I can't watch that again. No,
I can't do it again
for me. But I can watch. There are some really corny shows.
Yeah,
that for whatever reason, like I said, our corny phase is over.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, I can still watch it, and it's so bad. Gangnam Beauty. I don't know why.
I don't think I've ever watched that one.
Oh, it has that really good-looking guy.
Okay.
I mean, if I say the name, he's just so pretty to look at.
Oh, okay. See, I think even my taste has changed. I can't really do the pretty boys.
I usually can't do this kind of pretty.
Okay.
Let's see the cast. Chaonu.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He doesn't do it for me. He's too pretty.
Yeah, he's too. I don't know why, but I don't know why. He's usually like, I don't think he's cute.
Yeah,
but there are
I get
moments
it. No,
where
no,
I look
get
at him, I'm
it.
like,
Yeah.
wow, he's so beautiful.
Yeah. No, I can appreciate beauty,
Yeah.
But yeah, as that male energy, like it kind of like doesn't
You need
do
a
it
little
for
bit more.
me.
You've always been more into the masculine.
I think I have.
I've
Yeah, I
kind of
think I
more
have.
leaned towards.
Yeah,
pretty
and if they're
boys.
like really, really pretty, there has to be some kind of edge to them. Like are you familiar with the K-pop group ATEEZ?
That's so funny. Someone just mentioned them to me the other day. No, I don't.
They're very good, but they have, I think the charm of them is every person has like a specific
A thing,
charm and a
right.
thing.
Right.
But
So there's a
the
masculine
leader of
guy.
that group is very petite and very pretty, but he is so attractive. And that is not what like catches my eye usually. But it's because
Usually, but this
his
one
voice, like he's such a great dancer, like just a great artist.
does.
And he has like this weird voice, like weird nasally voice. And it's just like
Oh.
something.
You like it.
Yeah. It had like,
Oh.
so like attractive, but then there has to be something kind of like
Oh,
not
I know exactly what you're talking
attractive.
about.
Like,
I don't even know what boy band this guy belongs to. I just know him.
okay.
Felix.
Okay.
He has this deep voice.
Okay.
And like I don't know which boy I don't even know which. It's just him.
Okay. I'm
And
going
then
to have to look up.
Whenever
Yeah.
I think he raps and then they like have that, he has that deep, I'm like,
Yes.
oh.
Yes,
But
I have psychoanalyzed like every person in this myself as I'm examining every member of this group 80s because I'm like, they are each so different, but why do I find each of them so attractive except for the main singer? The main singer, I'm like, he's just there for the vocals. He's like,
Oh, okay.
he has no kind of like, no face card, no nothing.
Like in Big Bang, I love T.O.P.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
T.O.P. was, like he was the epitome of kind of pretty, but oh
Pretty,
my God,
but
that
like,
voice.
yes.
Like that,
So the reason why we went down this rabbit hole is because you and I both watched a recent drama on Netflix called As You Stood By.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was one in recent watching that kind of stuck with me.
Yes.
Because I haven't seen a lot that I
And you know what I also
found
love?
rave worthy.
It's not like 24 episodes. It was pretty short.
I
and
like
sweet.
that the Netflix series,
Yeah.
the Netflix drops are more like 12-ish episodes.
Yeah,
12
yeah.
seems like
I
the
think
thing.
this one was
not
only
16
8.
or 20. You're right. I think
This
it
one
was
was
like
only 8.
Yeah,
I
it was
love
shorter. Yeah.
I love 8.
Yes, because it's fast moving. And that's the thing is like we don't have patience as
I cannot.
people.
I need to be done and moving on with my
Yes,
life. Like
I know.
cannot be sucked into. Oh my God, the 24 is too long for me.
It's too long.
8
Yeah.
to
The
12.
sagas. So this drama is about domestic violence.
Yeah.
Which is very, very heavy,
Mhm.
but
and very real for
very
Korea
very real.
and Korean women.
Yes, and gosh, it made me realize how prevalent it probably is.
Oh yeah.
Right, and just even as women in 2025, 26 don't have that much agency.
I thought the most realistic thing that was portrayed in there is that so the woman that's getting beaten by her husband, her sister-in-law is a cop.
Yes.
And her sister-in-law sees it.
Yeah.
And sees her trying to report it. And she's like, handle this inside your house.
Right.
And that is like true Korean sentiment. Like, don't
bring dishonor to our family.
Yeah.
The thing that, she has nothing to do with it, right? But she knows that if it gets out, it's a knock on her reputation too, because she's a cop trying to like move up the ranks.
Yeah. It's all about reputation.
It's all about reputation. And so
I thought that's very like it's one of our most toxic traits as a Korean.
And you would think
image.
As a woman, you would be advocating for a fellow woman, but you see all these other things at play.
Yeah.
You see that sibling rivalry too,
Oh,
right?
That's true.
Between, which is so interesting because it's between sister and brother.
Yeah.
And, in my experience, I see that rivalry among siblings is sometimes stronger when it's like same-sex siblings.
Yes.
But this was very interesting because you have the prized son / older brother who is the abusive husband who can do no wrong in the eyes of his mom, who also ironically is like so famous because she's like a
advocate
for domestically abused women.
And she goes on and giving, speeches about protecting women and whatnot, and
But it
later,
sets up like
yeah,
how great this fall is going to be,
that's true.
because they are like the upper echelon of society, and also being a cop, like a detective, like a very respectable
Yeah.
job, right? Um,
But this is also the super like insidious nature of these Korean dramas is that we have these issues in Korea
yeah.
and people live through it, and that is reality, right?
Yes, it's reality
But
for
the
so many people.
fantasy comes from exposing these people in a Korean
Yeah.
drama, not in real life,
Right,
just in the
right.
story for TV.
And we have talked about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's satisfying
Yes.
to fantasize that these people will
Yes.
get punishment and
Right.
get do justice, but in
Yeah.
reality that's just not what it is. And
Right.
that's why people enjoy
That's why
them
it
so
makes good
much.
entertainment and good
Yeah,
TV.
because they're
Yeah.
living vicariously through a thing that will never happen, most likely,
Right,
right?
right, right.
And it's that in itself is such hypocrisy.
It is.
We Korean
And is
dramas are so
yeah,
popularized about a life that doesn't exist in
right,
Korea.
right. Well, also, same could be said about all these dramas that kind of shed light on the mental health crisis,
Yeah.
because there isn't this open acceptance.
No.
I mean, Daily Dose of Sunshine tried, I think, and I
I mean,
would
that's the thing,
hopefully
they all
argue
try.
made
Yeah.
space to have a little bit more discussion
But
on
it's
that. But
barely a dent in reality.
yeah,
It's it's
and
not okay to be talking about you have Yeochin. Like, it's
yeah,
looked at so negatively, like you're
yeah,
a failure.
yeah.
And why are you talking about this? Why don't you? Koreans are very much like, keep your shit private.
I know. And that's why, self-harm and suicide is so prevalent and is a major, major um trope in these dramas.
Did you know? I know you're not on TikTok actually scrolling as much
Mhm.
as probably me, but did you know that there was a black woman that unalived herself during a TikTok live? Hung herself.
Oh my god.
It's the thing that's being talked about right now. You didn't know, huh?
No. It
And
happened recently?
it literally, like, I think maybe has it been a week maybe?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And there were people egging her on. Go, kill yourself. Go do that. Like, just left and right. And actually, when she did it, she named 3 people. You 3 people have pushed me to do this. She named them. And now they are all online trying to defend their behavior. And apparently there's going to be investigation. Cops are involved now, but that's what are we living in right now? Like, and I had the whole fallout
Mhm.
myself, and I came across a video of some creator.
Fallout with creators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And H Mark Gate blowing up the way it did, and then I was scrolling on this, I saw this person's video talking about, like, blaming me
Mhm.
for having brought things that should have been kept private,
Mhm.
and how I made our people look bad. So I'm watching this person talking directly about me,
Mhm.
and how that was my fault
Mhm.
for having talked openly about what was happening. And and a lot of people in my community, Asian American, I felt had that sentiment towards me the
Mhm.
first time it happened,
Mhm.
and now this still have that sentiment
Mhm.
towards me. And what people don't realize is that when you get to a platform of a certain size, they don't know like this person I think was probably in the 20, or I don't know, under 100,000 probably. But when you get to like, I'm not saying bigger you're better. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you get to a substantially larger size than under 100,000, the hate amplifies with that much size too, and you don't know what it's like to get daily hate, especially when people have been sent your way to hate on you. And in my particular case, it was a lot of people. And not only that, not only was it white people, but it was my own community. And so I was watching this video and I'm like, you don't know what it is to be in my shoes, to have heard the things that I've heard, to feel thrown under the bus by my own people. So I just like blocked her.
Yeah.
And moved on. But I honestly, if I would not wish this kind of stress on anyone else.
No. Yeah.
And then what happened with this this Black woman that took her own life. Oh my God, it's so grotesque seeing these people that contributed. They're continuing to do lives talking about, and it like sent a chill through my spine, talking about how, oh, that wasn't on me. Like, did you know that this woman had like 6 or 7 attempts before this? Any one of those could have been the one, and I wouldn't have been at fault. What makes this one different? Just because she succeeded? I was like, how do those words come out of your mouth like that?
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, it's the idea that things should not be talked about. And then what's funny is this person sitting there judging me. Like, you literally wouldn't have shit to talk about. You know what I mean? You sit there with no skin in the game, talking about other people's business. What the fuck would you be talking about if shit didn't happen? You know? I don't know. It's just, I've been in a different headspace with all this stuff happening. And I just wonder, like, where would I have been if I didn't, go down this path of getting myself involved in social media? It's, I don't know that I would. If someone had asked me, should I get into social media? I would say don't. I mean, at least I think the way you do it is much healthier than me. One of my friends said, the problem with you is you're too real. You have a level of honesty that that people relate to because you are so honest, but it makes you so vulnerable.
Right. And yeah, that's the danger is people, social media now is its own form of media. I mean, you have to focus on the media part, right? It's social, but it's media. And I think the fun novel aspect of it was that there's so much, there's interaction built into it between, viewer and creator.
That makes it pretty unique. And
right.
Also,
and it's real time through lives, right? And that impact can be as big or as small as you make it. And that control is always going to be on the side of the user, I think, or the one putting out content.
Yeah.
Because people, we don't have control over audiences and viewers and their actions, and we've seen like the human nature of like they can be mobilized to like descend on people with the littlest information, with the smallest amount of context, right? Which is crazy to me, but maybe I just don't have that trait in me to care
Oh, you
that
don't.
deeply,
No,
like,
you don't.
but
And I think
some
again,
people do, and like
right.
and need that, I think, to feel validated and seen,
Yeah.
to feel important or have purpose,
Yeah.
but I think the best thing that you can do is something that you just said earlier, which was like they have no idea
Yeah.
what what the messages that you see and get.
Right.
They don't see it from your perspective.
Right.
And so I think that should give you kind of the license to
act accordingly
act
to
accordingly.
me.
Yeah, act
To
accordingly.
be
And you can
me
only,
about a
yeah,
situation
you
that's
know the
about me.
reality and you know the truth. I mean, the fact that like this beef has gotten to a point that it's like affecting you, affecting your mental health and like your peace of mind is so ridiculous, because I don't want to say that it's not real, because it is very real. Like the
No, I
impact
know.
these
I
words
know
are
that you know
having.
what I've been through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so unfortunate. It's so
And
unfortunate because there are people who are are in your same situation who don't have the support network
exactly.
or the mental wherewithal,
Right.
the years of like wisdom and kind of like that just comes from
Yeah.
experience to brush it off and to like lean into like, the other things
Yeah.
in your life.
Yeah.
It's so unfortunate about that TikToker,
I
and
know.
it's
It's
gross to even think that these
that
things are
could
going
happen.
on. And this is where I see the counter argument of like banning TikTok and like
Yeah.
having more control and enforced
Or yeah,
boundaries
we
of
need
how
more.
people.
We need the law
Yeah.
to catch up to what is happening.
And it will. I think it's a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's just still, it's still new.
I hope that
And
this
yeah.
creator's life, the loss of her life,
Mhm.
can have real consequences
Yeah.
for the people that pushed her to that. And like in her name,
Mhm.
like a law is made or something,
Mhm.
because and this crazy thing is that they knew she was already she was in the psych ward. To push someone that is so struggling already as it is knowingly,
Mhm.
that's
Yeah. Yeah.
that's another level of hate.
Yeah.
And so, but it also like did teach me like I need to put some healthy distance
Mhm.
from how toxic it can be.
Mhm.
And so that was a good lesson for me. And I'm never, what's funny about this whole situation is like, don't bring your personal matters into it, right? I'm like, these are people who have all built their platforms bringing their personal lives into it
Right. And
and putting on a face.
yeah.
So like, I don't know, the if I were to do it all over again, of
Mhm.
course, hindsight, right? I would
Mhm.
never have gone the route. However, it sheds light
Mhm.
on how fake all of this can be,
Mhm.
and how you shouldn't put people on a pedestal.
Mhm.
I say this all the time in my
Mhm.
content. I'm like, don't put me, like somebody wrote like, oh, you're the only one. I'm like, no, 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 don't put me on a
Yeah.
pedestal. I'm really a regular degular. And another thing that I found interesting, someone talked about, and this is something I think about a lot, like, did you ever see Tina Fey give advice to Bo and Yang
Mm-mm.
about, they were on a podcast. I think they were on his podcast,
Okay.
actually. And she told Bo and Yang, like, hey, you're not a regular online person anymore. Like, you're friends with Ariana Grande. So you can't be the same person that you used to be online. Like, so she was telling him that. You gotta like watch what you say and all this stuff. And Bo and Yang was like, I can't be that. But one, there's a lot of layers to that comment. I think that Tina Fey, as a white woman, is so used to saying whatever she's fucking wanted to say. And then like the repercussions of that as a public figure have caught up to her. However, like BIPOC folks have always had to watch what they say. It's like built in us. Like we've been taught from our parents, like be careful what you say. Like the rules don't apply the way that it would to a white person. So that there's that layer. But the other layer is that like if you're gonna have fame, you can't be real.
Yeah.
Like
or
you can't
it
put
will
on.
end at a certain extent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to remember that you're a brand. And when I heard that, I was like, you know what?
I mean, your brand can be being real. Can't it?
Right. And so I'm like, you know what, Jane, I have, of course, as a stand-up comedian, someone who gets on stage and has done things, like everyone that is sort of does what I do, of course, dreams of fame, right? Because that means Netflix deals and that means, bigger things. But I can tell you now that I finally have let go of that kind of ambition because I never want to give up my ability to speak freely or to be me. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm just a regular schmuck that gets online and yaps away, hey, like that is a good life. Because also look at the fucked up people that are famous. Like, hello, Diddy documentary, right?
Yeah.
Like, what are we so vying for in that world?
Yeah. I know. We live in a world where it's like we're constantly being.
I just got to say this.
Yeah.
I was only laughing because I could hear our producer Blake laughing.
Yeah.
And I wasn't laughing at you. I don't want our listeners to think like she just laughed at Jane while Jane's trying to process.
No.
Okay.
I mean, we live in a world where we're constantly being entertained and being fed content.
Yes.
Whether it's like on social media or on streaming platforms. And I think, all of it gives us some kind of like a better understanding of the world around us.
Yes.
Right? We look at, we watch dramas like As You Stood By, but the reason it sticks with us is because we're thinking about these things like relationships and like domestic abuse and like it, yes, packaged in that drama, it was very satisfying to watch. You see justice happening. You see the vulnerable like rising up, but it also reminds us like, oh crap, like this is reality, not in a show. The ending is not written. They're still hoping and fighting for justice, or they're still, not being seen or heard. And I think as you and I, as people who are online, have maybe a responsibility, at the very least, not to contribute to harmful behavior. But also just like a responsibility to teach our kids how to be online, because they will be online at some point, and how to show like the people around us, whether that's our followers, like how to be online. And like all of us to some extent will have some kind of like online presence or digital footprint, and that's how we exist. That's kind of like our social currency now. And a lot of people probably would think of their community as including people they've met online and
Right.
never in person. Like
Right.
we think of, for me, my community is still very much like people that I see in person,
Yeah.
face to face,
Yeah.
right? And like very, very few, if any, have kind of like made that jump.
Yes.
But I don't think I have any kind of relationships with people who are just that I've never like met online. It hasn't, you know what I mean?
I have a lot.
Yeah, you have a lot, and that's our difference. And I've always respected you
Well,
for that. But
actually, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, but it is a risk.
it is a risk.
But you're one of the best risks that I've taken that has paid off
But we don't interact online anymore.
anymore. But
Really,
I met
truly,
you
yeah.
through my entry
Yes,
into
yes.
our friendship was
Yeah.
seeing you online and
But see,
approaching
that
you.
was easier because we live in the same like region.
Right. But no, you're right. No.
Yeah.
So that was one of my takeaways.
And maybe
less.
like 5 years, maybe in 5 years, 10 years, like this conversation will be totally dated because maybe then it is normal for a lot more normal for people to have like networks of purely just social media or digital friendships and acquaintances.
Right.
I don't know, but
it's almost like, I'm constantly online dating and you're
yeah. It's like, I mean, well, it's just like, you and I have experienced like the whole landscape of Korean drama, like Korean content, and now it's like ubiquitous. Like we've also, come from an age where there was no TikTok, there was no Instagram, and now we're kind of
crazy.
like, in I don't even know if we've hit the peak of it, but
yeah.
But
this is real.
Yeah,
And
this is
is
real.
having this kind of, it's our anchor.
Yes. Yeah. And I also don't want to minimize, like, a lot. I feel like I'm always the one that's like, oh, no, like poo poo, like if it's not real. But we've built a whole platform, like we've built a whole podcast,
yes,
literally
absolutely.
on the fact that that people would want to come and tune in and listen to us because they found us from other places.
No, but I love that about you. I mean, you're the one that really pulls me out of like the gunk that I get.
I will always be there to pull you out. Yeah.
And that's why I love that you're so grounded in reality and you're truly, I mean, you really could have with over 3 million followers, you could have been one of those people that are like, Ellen, you have to get on my level. But you never, ever, even in the slightest second, made me feel that way.
Because I know what it means. Like, I'm like, there's not a depth to that following. It's just like people who click that button because they found something that I posted like relatable or funny, but there's not like, there's no kind of, I don't expect there to be any kind of like loyalty there or, you know what I mean?
I think
hard
it's because for people
it's
to
hard
not
for
fall into that trap, Jane.
I know.
You're such a breath of fresh air.
But I have been there where I have been obsessive or worried or like staying up at night about it.
Really?
I have, yeah.
Why? When?
I would say 2020, 2021.
You did?
Yeah.
This is news to me.
But I'm very like, I'm not a person who likes to be vulnerable in a sense that I talk about it.
So you did obsess about it?
I would say I did obsess about it, where I was like checking my following and seeing the numbers grow.
Really?
Yeah, and that happened when I was in a lot of conversations with other people, other TikTokers who were trying to like get there.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't good for me.
Oh wow.
And I didn't like that about myself. I didn't like that. So
the competition that
I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
And and then I had to accept, like, I'm not the best at this, and I don't even know why I gained this following, like, or like what makes me keep it. So I just have to do what feels right to me, which is like, I've had managers or other people come to me and say like, Jane, you need to be like posting this much, and I'm like, well, Well, I can't do that if I'm just not uh, no, like I can't do that. I don't
Yeah.
have like
The
a
bandwidth.
a bandwidth, nor do I have like a steady stream of ideas and content. And like I'm not a machine.
Mm.
So
I love, you know
I haven't
why?
posted in like
You
weeks
have
and weeks.
such uh self-assuredness of knowing who you are. That
I guess
wisdom.
I mean, thank
But
you for saying that because
yeah,
I don't think I ever feel that about
that's
myself. Like
true. We
I am
never feel
always
that
trying
way.
to like get better and I do fall into the comparison trap. Like I do, I do see other creators who are but I just see that as, you know what? I had that period.
Yes,
I
you
had
did.
that period and I've
Absolutely.
kind of ridden that out and now other people are cuz anybody can do this. You guys, if you want to go online and start posting stuff and
No,
like
don't
sharing
do
stuff.
it. Yeah, I would not recommend.
Well, I mean, but
I
I'm
mean, you
saying like
can,
it is everyone has the same
but it comes with, just know it comes with pros and
it does come
cons.
with it does come with burdens. I think I've just, I've gone up that hill and come down it and
Yeah.
I'm
And
good
Jane's just
here.
really good at managing that, but Jane's ability is not common. It's Jane's a unicorn.
Yeah, and like people, people have disappointed me. Like I did follow the creators that you had beef with, but I never went that deep with my relationships with them
Yeah.
to ever kind of like discover that. And
I think
that's
that's
kind of how I
also,
am like in my life, like outside, like offline life.
yeah,
It takes me a long
to
time to get
open
to
up.
know
Yep.
somebody and to
I think that's
feel
my takeaway.
trusting. Yeah.
More closed.
Yeah. And
More
you could see that
discernment.
as being like unfortunate, but I don't think that is.
I
Yeah.
think I mean, I remind myself there's been, like I said, you were one of my
Mhm.
greatest assets through having reached out.
Mhm.
Um, but you know, I can use better discernment,
Mhm. Mhm.
and that's always a good reminder about any
Yeah.
situation.
And there have been people that I've met like from online that I've met like once and then I'm like, I'm good."
Once is enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that I didn't like them or but it's just like I know like
Yeah,
when there is something and like
right.
yeah. So,
I
yeah, I
love
think
that you
you're
found
good. You're
something in
fine. Yeah.
me. I always go back
I
to that.
mean,
This is our
yes.
treasure.
Yeah.
I love you.
And now we can just, watch dramas and talk about it and,
사랑한다고.
Yes, I love you too. I